everybody. Welcome to Bonafide Business Talks episode 2. I am here with Mario Moguel from Moguel Contracting Group, and today we're going to be doing a little bit of talking about business in the general contracting world. So Mario, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, Mario with Moguel Contracting Group, we do remodeling, additions, repairs, restoration, finishes. Been in the area 25 years, in business altogether since 2003. We started this new company, MCG, almost 10 years ago, since we got our license in 2009. And we concentrate most of it in Marco, the areas that we work, Marco, Naples, Bonita, Estero, Fort Myers. We don't work in the Cape, Burnt Store, Northport, Sarasota a few times. We basically do a lot of residential and commercial remodeling, mid to high end. Okay. We do also we've done a lot of painting in associations, communities. Restoration, concrete, drywall, stucco, aluminum painting, pressure washing. When it comes to that, we do anywhere between a single individual homeowner to multi-story or multi-family.
Awesome. Now, you and I have known each other for a while. We do a lot of networking together. I wanted to get a little more inside information. I mean, I know you get out and network across Southwest Florida, meet with a lot of people, but what kind of advertising, what kind of marketing do you do as a general contractor? Is it all word of mouth, or do you do any type of paid advertising online? What exactly do you do?
We do have, as you know, our website. We belong to a few networking groups. Grows one of the ones that I belong to, just to be part of Master Networks. Belong to also the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, Hobnobbing, when they come once a month in different areas.
Those are good events.
That's a really good event. We also have belong to a magazine in Quad West. Okay. These gentlemen, we got meet a few months ago, and we signed a contract with them, and it's been very successful. And it's been word of mouth. I mean, we the way that the business started, as an employee, I started working, building a company on the side. When I decided to jump in the business, had enough work from word of mouth that will keep me busy for all these years, and it's been very good. A lot of loyal clients.
Well, that's good. That's good. What are your overall goals as a company? I mean, are you kind of happy where you are? Do you have a big goal? Are you headed somewhere? Is there a vision that helped you get going? Or
our vision is basically, as you know, the 100% satisfaction, with our clients. Grow the company to be no big, but I would like to say manageable, stable, reputable. A company that can, everybody, when they hear MCG, they know they can rely on us and don't have any doubts.
Okay, awesome. Well, obviously, how many employees do you have right now, or how many contractors do you have working with you? What size are you?
Well, between our in-home employees and our subcontractors that we use, for our different jobs, I mean, we're probably around 35, 40.
Oh, wow. So that's actually a pretty good size.
It's a decent size.
How many jobs do you guys actively have going on a regular basis? Are you a job to job? Do you multitask and have multiple jobs running at once, or?
We are capable of managing anywhere between 5 to 7, sometimes a little bit more jobs. A mix of, maintenance, meaning pressure washing, repairs, restoration, remodelings. Currently, we have 3 remodel jobs in the Brooks. We have in Naples, waterproofing jobs. We have restoration jobs here in the Fort Myers area, stucco and concrete. So we're multitasking, and we've been staying pretty busy.
Awesome, that's good stuff. Just out of curiosity, from owning a general contracting company, what exactly are your responsibilities? Like, what is your day-to-day life like? I mean, are you out there in the trenches digging ditches with your guys, or are you stuck behind a desk all day long? What exactly is your day-to-day?
What I try to do with my week to be productive is I have certain days that I'm in the office and certain days that I'm in the field. And if it needs to be digging trenches, then so be it. I'm not afraid to get dirty. Oversee the entire operation with the estimators, the office people, the superintendents in the field. A lot of communication, because communication is key. We have a lot of that. Yes, sometimes we have, you know, it falls a little bit here and there, but because there's sometimes a lot going on. So I oversee, you know, the operation all the way from the moment that I get here, you know, even when I'm on the road, meeting clients, putting estimates together, setting up appointments, meetings, you name it. I mean, as a business owner these days, you wear multiple hats. The key about it is to have good people in place, and we have a great team.
Awesome, awesome. Now, I want to ask you something that may be considered controversial. I don't know how your industry works with talking about each other. But if you had something you wanted to put out there, as far as your industry goes as general contractors, what's something that just really, really bothers you about how the industry operates, or about how other businesses, you know, we're not going to necessarily give names or anything like that, but things that you see on a day-to-day that just really bother you and perhaps separates you from your competition out there with the way you see things?
What bothers me is unlicensed contracting.
Okay.
A lot of homeowners will rather go with the cheaper guy, per se, because he probably doesn't carry, you know, what you carry. You know,
how do you find out if someone's licensed? Is there an easy way for a homeowner to figure that out, or is it something that you have to take the person's word for it if they come up with a piece of paper and they're like, hey, here's my license? Is there ways to verify that that's easy without jumping through hoops?
Department of Business and Professional Regulation, when it comes to certified residential contractor, certified building contractor, or certified general contractor, all they need to do is get into their website and check that. Legal, okay, in town.
Do you know that website off the top of your head by chance?
I think it's lee.gov.
Lee.gov. If not, we'll put it right here at the bottom of the screen for you guys to check it out. That way you can do any backgrounds on your contractors as you go forward. So unlicensed contractors is one of your biggest pet peeves. How often do you run into those out there?
Pretty often.
Yeah?
Yeah, sometimes when you put a whole project together, you know, with all your contractors, meaning all your professional license, HVAC, plumbers, electricians, you name it, roofers, and all of a sudden there's a guy doing the whole job cheaper because the homeowner decided to go a different route, not knowing that there's a higher risk, you know, to hire an unlicensed person to be in their house, all the way from not being licensed to do what he's doing, also to carry the requirements by law on workman's comp and make sure that all the guys are fully licensed, fully insured to be stepping on those properties. A lot of communities are getting really good at it. It's just about educating the public, you know, with the websites. And if you can put that in the screen, you know, that would be great. And I can sit down and go over with you at the end of the interview with where they need to go and check everything.
Absolutely. And like you said, we'll put all that on the screen for you guys so you can follow up on all the information he's filling you in on. Now, one of the main purposes of Bonafide Business Talks is, you know, putting some information out there, getting people to know certain industries. But the other big thing is for other entrepreneurs, other business owners out there that are perhaps getting started. You've been in this industry for a long time. You know the ins and the outs, you know the problems people deal with. If you had one piece of advice, you know, because we focus on tidbits or advice or tips each week in Bonafide Business Talks. If you had one piece of advice for someone starting out, what would it be?
Before you start your business, know where you want to go. Know your industry in and out. Have key players in place.
You say you know where you want to go. What do you mean by know where you want to go?
Basically, what type of market you're going to be tackling. I mean, if you decide to be a carpenter, you know, what are you going to be doing? You're going to be doing floors, because you're a carpenter. You're going to be doing trim work. You're going to be doing what you're going to be specializing. Make sure that you know what your niche is. Mm-hmm. Okay, that way you're not all over the map.
Okay.
Okay, that is very important.
So focus in.
Focus
don't shotgun spread it.
Right. Just because you want to go out there and build a business, don't be, you know, spread out, you know, in different areas. Just
don't overextend yourself.
Don't overextend yourself. Yeah, that's the best way. Don't overextend yourself. Focus very hard on the specifics. You know, create your business plan. Okay, in every aspect of the business that you want to create. Some of us just started with businesses many years ago and you just jumped in and you
So you just
learn.
you work along the way and you get your
You learn.
information that way?
Right, you learn, as you go, which is a hard way to do it sometimes. But if you set out a time on the side and you put a plan together, of where you want to go, again, key players meaning employees.
Now, if somebody was trying to get their general contractor's license and follow that advice of honing in, is it something that as someone who already owns it and has your general contractor's license, do you recommend an employee coming in and stating, my vision is to get my own contractor's license, I would like to work underneath you to learn? Or is that something that, wholeheartedly you say, keep to yourself, keep your nose to the grindstone, work hard, and focus on you? Or is it something that is okay to be open with? If I was come get a job with you and say, hey Mario, I want my general contractor's license, but I want to work underneath you to get my experience and what I need to acquire that licensing. Is it okay to say that up front, or would contractors kind of steer away from teaching someone to become competition?
Over the years, in my case, I have people that have been under me and I have been approached multiple times of what their goals are, and I will never stop you from bettering yourself.
Okay.
So if I can help, I'd be more than happy.
What about as far as the industry goes, though? I mean, you tend to be a special beast with the way you run your company. I know that because I know you personally. So you tend to view people differently and how they do things. But as an industry as a whole, not everyone's going to come to Moguel Contracting to get a job if they want their GC license. But if they're going out there and facing other people, do you think that's something that would be frowned upon? Going in and telling them, these are where I want to be at, this is what I want to do, I want to get my licensing, and I'd like to work underneath you to get there.
Well, I mean, being honest front is huge. Like I said, I don't mind helping them, and I'll be all for it, to help you better yourself. But also know that there's certain rules that you got to follow to get your license.
Okay.
Okay. There's the requirements from the time that I started my business 10 years ago to now are different.
Okay.
Okay.
And those involve
document
school
yourself.
experience.
Experience in school, credit, financials, testing, of course, paperwork required by the state, and there's a lot of studying that you gotta do. So, just pay attention.
All right. Well, you heard it. Get all your ducks in a row. Make sure you're aware of everything that it is you got to do. Thank you guys for tuning in to Bonafide Business Talks episode 2. Mario, I greatly appreciate you being on.
Thank you very much.
We'll have you on again in the future. Good luck with everything you got going forward. And until next week, talk to you later.